Hello, 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 and welcome to another One Lion of Code. I am One Lion, and you are all amazing. Thank you so much for being here. Welcome in. Hope you're having a great day so far. It is Thursday, and we are looking out the window of a place, interact, of a place in St. Petersburg, Russia in December. Very cool. What's up with these flashing lights? That's a lot of flashing lights. I don't know if you can see this because of my big head, but when I move, hold on, let me just see. Oh, you can kind of see it right here. When I move, you might be able to see, I have no idea what it is. It looks like a teddy bear or what are they called? Polar bear stuffed animal going like, rah. See it? I don't know how to point. Anyway, fun times. Okay, so I am still getting a project ready to show on screen. Things are still moving around. That's fun. Let's see. Why are there changes in this project? Cool. And let me find out what these changes are. I need to check my secrets, so I'm going to stay on this screen until I am done with that. But until then, how are all of you doing? I hope you're having a fun time. Great day so far. I don't see the changes. Oh, I guess there was a unused library namespace thing that got deleted, and sure, I don't know why you're doing that. Sure, minor changes. Commit and push. All right, let me check my secrets. And then we'll go back and forth between a couple of branches. Yay, I don't have any secrets. So helpful. Oh my god. All right. Manage. Hello, Get Gopher. Konnichiwa. All right, my secrets are updated. The secrets file is closed. Marcus, I've forgotten all my secrets. I know some of your secrets, but I'll never tell. XOX. Oh, little loopy. No .env. This is .net. What in the world do we need a .env for? Okay, are we ready to show the screen? I have no idea, but we're gonna do it anyway. To the desktop. All right. There you go. That's not where secrets get stored, though. Get Gopher. Don't commit that. Don't commit it. Just don't do it. I think Marcus had a reformat happen, and it wiped all of his user secrets. You can refer to them, though. True. So true. Okay, so the app that I'm in right now is not what I have in the description. It is not RTrack. It is not the lab data upload utility. It is RMA chain of custody, because they're trying to use the test server. And when they are trying to create a new record, for example, so let's say they are picking EF, and they are choosing the 521. I don't remember what all it had. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know. I don't know what it's supposed to be. Just give me some numbers. There's some numbers. Site type is tap water. Sample date is today. I have no idea how they put in the date, so hopefully this is a valid format. Didn't you write this app? No, I just converted it over. Thanks for asking, though. Top depth, 0. Bottom depth, 5. I know what I'm doing. And when they try to save the record, it sits at this screen and is stuck. So good, we replicated the issue that they're running into. And on top of that, apparently in the test server, I have the actual errors that are happening. So let's grab those. Give me the whole thing. Put it into JSON grid. They insert their dates with a stone tablet. Of course they do. It's how I wrote the app. No. Did I need to click on like show all first? Jeepers. Oh, I see. It did actually copy the contents, but there's more than just the JSON in here. Whoops. Okay, let's try this again. And if you're wondering what this is, why are there 2? Aren't there 3? If you're wondering what this is that I'm using, it's JSON Grid. Nerd Herder showed this to me like 1,012 years ago, and I can't stop using it. It is a fantastic way to preview your JSON and stuff. There are browser extensions that you can use that are just as good, so use those if you prefer them, but I really, really like this site. It's really cool. And hello, 8 bits per play. Now let's get some shout outs going. Shout out to Marcus Voice Coder, who tends to stream when I am away. But definitely check out his streams. You'll catch him either playing, I always forget the name of the game, but it's an RTS game that he is very proficient at, and also working on .NET development and the cult company of heroes number 2. The really cool thing, the unique thing about his stream is that he does all of the things without using his hands. I mean, there are a couple times he has to use the mouse, but he does it all using voice command and control, and it's just really cool. So why does this keep doing this? Delete. Go again. So yeah, definitely check out Marcus Voice Coder. Interesting. It looks like it is not serializing the object and sending it to the server on save. Weird. Been busy with a new job lately, so barely had a chance to drop by when you were starting streams. Congratulations on your new job. I kind of remember you talking about that. Not 100%, but I kind of remember it. Does that count for anything? Am I still a bad person for not remembering? Man, I really need to make a button to insert a test record. Tap water 202505515. I'm gonna remember the day by the end of this. Okay, let's see the actual request that gets sent. We get an error 400, and the payload is copy object. Okay, so are you both the same? Is one leg both the same? Okay, I'm just printing it out twice. So I am going to replace the second set of errors. Or not, because I'm going to zoom right over it. Holy jamoly. It would be about halfway up, right? Should have thought about that. Okay, so instead, here is what I'm going to do. I am going to say response is this, and we'll wrap you in an object. And the request, excuse me, a little eager there, request will be this, comma. There we go. Okay, so now we have our request object and our response object. So yeah, empty, 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 null, 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 which is right. Wait, no, this is right. So the weird thing about the way that these chain of custody records work is that there are a specific number of records per chain of custody form. And so for whatever reason, I am, like the original logic, of course, I am sending all of the records regardless of whether or not they have data in them, whether or not they're populated, and sending every single one of them to the server via the request. Not only that, but we're also sending every single one of the test method columns as well, regardless of whether or not they have data. That's going to be a refactor that we'll do in the future, but right now, I mean, that's kind of where we're at. 8-Bit says, it's been fun, enjoying being back in a safer position in life. Also, that grid of chain of custody scares me. I mean, it was a choice. Like, if you had the chance to see the original application, you would see that this is an improvement. However, it's a rushed improvement. So there will be plenty of negative things to say about the UI choices. And one, I'm not the biggest UI guy. And two, a lot of it was carried over from the original application, so they're not really my designs. Was it designed based on the paper form? Exactly. It is exactly the paper form. So I will show real quick just an example of the translation of this. The only things that I changed about it, about the original, is that now there is this hover effect on the rows and columns. And those, oh, and the toolbar, the dockable toolbar, that used to just be like a set of buttons up here that say save, save as, and you don't really know what they mean or do. But when we go to print, you can see that the form directly translates to the paper copy, which is kind of annoying. Yes, because we're in a web application and the web application input does not need to look like the output itself. Alas, this is where we're at, and I don't have time to change it at the moment, because we're working on all of the apps at the same time. Okay, so we are trying to figure out which of these records specifically is giving us the error that there are missing fields. So errors, model status for one of the records only. Yeah, no. I was gonna say it's only talking about, well, yeah, this is right. No, this is wrong. Okay, so it's still talking about all of the records. Hello, TBD. Are you somewhere settled? Are you able to take a breather? Oh man. Every time another streamer comes in, I remember to shout out the previous one that spoke. So here's a shout out to 8bits per play. 8bits is a Unity developer. He got a new job, so his streaming schedule might be a bit all over the place at the moment. But when he does stream, it is Unity development, working on the latest Unity technology stuff, and it's very interesting. He works mostly in 2D. He was most recently working on his game and also learning how to create assets and have those on the asset store and stuff, most likely. So yeah, definitely check him out if you are interested in Unity development. I'm taking a rest day today. Travel day was rough. Flight was delayed 5 hours yesterday. Only got home at 7 a.m. So yesterday, if you couldn't tell, I mean, you weren't here for that TBD, but if you couldn't tell, there was a certain energy yesterday, and it's kind of weird because of the timing of it, but it was definitely not a good energy, and I reacted in some pretty negative ways, and I could have done a better job at that. So I apologize for those that were here and were annoyed by it. If you weren't even bothered by it, then no need to apologize, of course. But if it did annoy you, I really do apologize. But yeah, and it didn't end there. There were other things that happened throughout the day, throughout the rest of the day even. So it was something else. But we're okay now. I wouldn't say okay, sorry. I'm still perturbed, I'm still bothered, but I'm handling it better. On the plus side, the thing that you haven't heard yet, TBD, is that I am getting new solar panels. So the solar panel company called me not too long ago, and they were like, hey, we were just checking up, seeing how things are going with your solar panels. And I was like, why did I answer my phone? But at the same time, I really wanted to talk with them about getting enough solar panels to cover the last bit of energy that we are still drawing from the grid. We were doing really well as far as having quite a few days where our bill was close to zero, but we're still a little bit under. Bob Ross is here. Can't get into your old account. No. Hi, Bob Ross. That's going to be fun to remember, Sergeant Reaper. Do you want me to call you Sergeant Reaper on this account, though? So anyway, point is that they met with me over the phone and gave me the plan for installing the new solar panels. Yeah, exactly. Having a 4090 and a 5090 isn't going to help the power. So it's cool though, because we have enough space on the roof on the same side that gets the most sunlight, and it's going to give us an extra 25% on average, throughout the whole year. And we're going to also have a battery so that we can store whatever 25% means, by the way. So we're going to store, we're going to be able to store the excess. And then we're also going to be able to draw from city power during their low cost times and store that in the battery, and then use that instead during the night, for example. So we're going to be pretty much paying zero for during the day when the sun is out, and then the low amount of energy for the, 2 p.m. or 3 p.m. to 8 p.m. time frame when the most energy is used. It's going to be so cool. But yeah, so now that we are here, goodness me, we're going to do a shout out for TBD Gamer. I'm going to change my name to Incognito. Oh, thank you so much for the follow. Really appreciate that. TBD Gamer is a fantastic developer. He has been out of town this week and involved in doing a couple of other things, so he wasn't streaming this week, but He will most likely be back again by Monday. And on Mondays and Fridays, he streams a project called developers.stream. He streams a project called developers.stream. No? No what? Oh. Nope, it's developers on yours. It's definitely developers.stream. Oh. Wait, no. I spelled it wrong the first time, but the second time, developers.stream. Anyway, we'll figure it out. Hi, Napalm. It's showing that chat is connected. So let me try one more time. Developers.stream. There we go. Okay, so just needed a second to finish the connection, which is an application for everyone actually. But if you're a developer that streams, you can sign yourself up on the website, describe the platforms and the content that you stream. If you are someone who's looking for developers that stream, you can go to the platform and look at it, look up the types of content that you're looking for, or you will be able to, is what I mean when it's all done. The type of content you're looking for, the platforms that you want to watch on, and you'll find the developers that stream on those platforms and stuff. And then hopefully there will be an API that we can access using a bot or whatever. If we are streaming and then someone chats and we look them up and they have a blurb, then we can shout them out easier that way. The other project is called Liquid Sky, or codenamed Liquid Sky, which is an app, software planning and the other P, planning and project management and planning tool. That's what I'm going to call it. And it is a different approach for organizing projects, for a team tackling a project, geared in a way that all of the people that each of the respective teams have visibility on the things that they care about and not visibility on the things that they don't really care about. Okay, anyway, check out his streams Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. Eastern Time, UTC-4 currently. Oh, it's a thing, it does stuff. That's exactly what I said. Okay, so scrolling up. I guess it's what format the clients are used to. Absolutely, yeah. And like these applications have been around since 2005, so I tried not to change too much of the UI too quickly, but I am slowly getting them used to a different layout, and they are liking it so far. It's just I'm not big at UI. Then where are we? Napalm said, "Hey all," and then Barbarossa came in as Sergeant Reaper 07. Were you born in 07? You're such a youngin'. Modified by another program. That is correct. Delete, save. Okay. And then TBD was talking about the 4090 and 5090, and then up to you, I don't mind as far as calling you Sergeant Reaper versus Barbarossa. It's just so fun to say Barbarossa. Hey boyo. Barbarossa. Then Napalm said, "Hey TBD Gamer, how's all the things?" And then Marcus said, "I'm gonna change my name to Incognito." Or Anon. Sergeant Reaper says, "Trying to set up a Manjaro dev environment on my computer, but I always forget how unforgiving architecture is, or Arch Linux, right? I always forget. just remember that I only know .NET and I'm dumb about everything else. Napalm said, man, I am struggling so hard to get back to normal after 2 weeks in HST, in Hawaii Standard Time, I'm guessing is what that stands for. Oh, man. Then TBD said, it's a thing, it does stuff. I sincerely appreciate the dedication there. I tried hard. And then to Napalm, HST, and then Napalm said, Hawaiian Standard Time. Then TBD said, oh yeah, I can imagine. Can imagine. I'd be struggling too. Did you have fun? I keep adding words to what you're saying. And 06 actually. Still such a youngin'. You grew up in an age where there were never where you always had the internet and computers and and this is not a bad thing, of course, obviously. Okay, where are we? Like, I'm not kidding with how unforgiving it is. I'm just trying to install Snap, but it's telling me I gotta install a more stable kernel. And Napalm said to TBD Gamer, it was amazing. Truly bucket list. Saw all the sites, helicopter tour, UTV driving around where they filmed Jurassic Park, and zip lines, snorkeling with turtles. Wow. It sounds like an Instagram post. Now that's a vacation, says TBD. That's the way to do a vacation. That is awesome that you got to do that. Hope you get to keep all of those memories close and refer to them whenever you feel like things just are unsettled. Just head back to that place and be like, but snorkeling, but turtles, but zip lines. Okay. I keep saying okay, but we're definitely going to keep chatting. And Napalm says, for sure, I have never been one to be refreshed post-vacation. This time I am. Yeah, that sounds like me. So maybe we should take a trip to Hawaii sometime. Well, the problem with our vacation time is it takes us a lot to want to go out at all. And then when we finally, not when we finally, before we even make the decision to do so, another family requested event happens, and then we're just busy spending the next however long it is being concerned with that trip and not really able to think of, if we were going to go somewhere for ourselves, where would we want to go? No, we just can't do that. And TBD says, the way you tell if you had a great vacation, when it takes you another 2 weeks to stop resenting returning to your normal life. So yeah, I need to figure out where these errors are coming from. So there's obviously some Jack's Builds is here. Oh my goodness, how have you been? Can't remember the last time I saw you, but I hope you're well. It was probably a week or two ago. Maybe 3, maybe 4. What is time anyway? Napalm says, dude, don't think I didn't consider selling pineapples to tourists for the rest of my day. Oh man, speaking of, Jax, you were the one that we were looking at one of your code bases, right? Or site or something. I never did update Discord to tell what his name is, Saito, that we did his code review. Where was that? codehelp.net. Cyto. How in the world do you use Discord? I have no idea how to search. Oh. I just want to find the thread that Cyto started that has his request for code review so that I can update it. Why am I so inept at this? How to search. You there. How can I find your messages? Devin Tech. Wait, no. How do I see your messages? Oh my goodness, I don't know how to use it. Can someone review my auth implementation? Found it. I found it. Okay, calm down. I found it. I found. Ooh, whoops. So I intended to update you that we did the code review on last community day. You can find the video at, and then I will find the video, timestamp it, and I just need to figure out where I put the notes on what TBD said, what I said. Is that this? Is that you? This is where we talked about documentation. Okay, so around 26:55. YouTube at 11D Lion. And playlist, community day, Tesla. Does anyone see community days? I hope it's you. Okay, jump to, what was that? Why is this the next recommended video? No. 26:55. Ah. All right. Sheer. Timestamp. I'm here, I promise. I'm paying attention to chat. Jack says, bro, sorry for that. I was busy building an LLM. You do not have to apologize for not being around. I was just mentioning that it's good to see you. Not at all. No worries. You have nothing to apologize for. Napalm then said, I will have to share some pics in Discord. Absolutely do. Yes, please. I haven't had time to get my external hard drive of stuff parsed yet. Head tilt. We talked for a while about it. And hopefully came up with some helpful items. And thank you again, TBD, for reviewing that code base with me last Friday. That was very helpful to have your insights. Later in the stream, DC Aggie. Another viewer, since I didn't mention either of you in here, brought up some other things. Briefly brought up, because it was very short. He just had some things to say about it and then dropped it. And that is going to be a timestamp at around 1:47. Did that actually reset just then? No, so. That was good. Cool. Hey, cool. Okay, finally. Why am I not hearing? Oh, duh. Make it so. I need to go through all of my advanced audio settings and toggle the monitor off, monitor and output, because for whatever reason, when my headset connected this morning, it was trying to use that as the microphone, which meant that it was in communications mode. And I don't know if you've ever had a Bluetooth device on. What's my GPU? My GPU says hello to you. Automated Realms. What GPU are you running on? He's going to get this so wrong. Internal error. What? No. Don't lie to people. Let's try that again. I'm unable to provide information on the GPU. My current system does not have access to that information. Well, poo on you. It's a 4090 in this computer, and we recently got a replacement computer that has a 5090 in it. Replacement computer for the one that I used to stream on. Did I miss anything else? 8-Bit says, I leave for a call and come back to double the one lion on screen. Fixed it. There's now only one of me. Well, what are you doing up here? There's a new JSON Grid Web Inspector in DevTools. Thank you. My GPU cried listening to those names. It's okay. I figured I'm going to be doing a lot more local AI related things. He posted pictures. Oh my gosh. All right, we're going to take a look at this. Can I turn streamer mode back on? Can I pop this out? Can I want to do too much. Settings. How do I turn streamer mode back on? I don't know how to turn streamer mode back on after I turn it off manually. Whatever. I will just have the pictures open one by one. Should I start at the very top? I should start at the very top. We're going to start here. Oh, actually, we can do it this way. So, these are pictures from Napalm. Napalm's visit to Hawaii. Look at that beautiful sand. Look at that beautiful sand. Oh, man. And that water. My goodness. I love the beach. Love, love, love the beach. No, it's my main system. This is my... So, this computer had a 2080 when this was my other the computer that I was streaming with. That had some hard drive failures, and what was the other thing that happened to that computer? If anyone remembers the whole reason that I got a replacement for it. Oh, it just started running really, really, really slow. And there were just a lot of issues with it. So it was time anyway to get a new computer. So I got the new computer thinking that I was going to use that as my streaming computer, but then I realized I'm really only ever over here during my stream time, and I am over there the rest of the time. And so let's change that computer out, and that computer had a 4090 in it already. So let's swap that out for the new computer, move that computer over here, reformatted everything, reset up my network. Things are actually a lot more clean now than they were, which is super nice. And so, yeah, anyway, point is that we're good to go. It was much needed. Oh, oh man, goodness. Look at this water. Oh, I want to go to the beach so bad. So picturesque. Turtles. Turtles. Mm-hmm. Gosh. I'd be over here. If that's a place you can be. Are you planning to train an LLM? I have a lot of plans. So, not really training my own LLM, but using RAG quite a bit. Improving the responses based on certain documents that I provide to it, etc. Giving it memory. So there is an open source library for adding memory to your open source LLMs. But it's gonna be multimodal too. The one that I finished putting together, it's just gonna be completely local and multimodal because it's gonna do a lot of automation for me. This is so nice. TBD says, I don't know about anyone else, but I have serious envy looking at these pictures. I don't have envy. I have desires to be there, but I am just only happy that Napalm got to be there and experience it. No envy for me. Just the joys of seeing these beautiful, amazing sights. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Wow. That is incredible. How's the music level? Good. Good. Snorkel, snorkel, snorkel. You know, I've never been snorkeling. As many times as I've been to the beach, I've never been snorkeling. I just kind of veg when I'm anywhere. Like the least amount of movement I can do, I just want to be in that atmosphere. Kawaii. That thing is big. That's the end of the pictures. If you want to see them again, head on over to the Discord. Check them out. That was awesome. The official fish of Hawaii. Hamu Hamu Nukun Kupoa. I think. AKA Triggerfish. I'll go with Triggerfish if that's okay with you. Unless you want me to pronounce the whole thing every time. Those were awesome, though. Thank you so much for sharing them. I really, really enjoyed seeing them. Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. All of the above. So vocal AI, TTS, image gen, video gen, music gen, LLM, all of it. For my own personal use, nothing to do with actual putting stuff out there. I know people are a bit unimpressed by people who do that. Oh, no. That one was very welcome, Napalm. I got to take a mini vacation myself. But thank you for your consideration. Okay, so I need to find out what's going on with a heading. With the, like, first of all, where am I at with this branch? That's kind of the important piece. The whole reason I think that the current test server version of the application is broken is because I'm in the middle of merging in the S-Track functionality. So S-Track is currently a desktop VB.NET WinForms application, and I am pulling it into the chain of custody application because it goes with the chain of custody application. They create the chain of custody record, they open the desktop application called S-Track, find that chain of custody record, and then submit it to the lab for processing. And so it's kind of their test ordering system. It's working on loading. Who knows if it's gonna actually load? Where's BB? He's working. Okay, so this should be the version that has the Blazor auth library. I think I just need to do an update to that library. So let's fix that. You can do it. I know you can. Emits Blazor auth. Actually, let's go ahead and do. Oh man. Actually, those are minor version changes, so we should be able to do all of these. The component library. Those are all going to stay at 8. Let me update these, but let me see if there are updates to minor version updates to those libraries. I think we're up to 809. 16. Do I really want to do that? Maybe later. Why didn't these update? Why didn't you guys update? What did I break? RTrack database needed an update. When did I update RTrack database? Excuse me, package manager. Are you going to give me any indication on why this is not updating? Oh, it's too small. Too small. Where's my notepad? Okay. Successfully installed. It didn't give us any information. Can we just do this one by itself? Pretty please. Would you mind helping me out here? 9.0.2. Stored, writing, successful. It all says that it was successful. Unless I'm missing something. Yeah, it says it was successful. And now it's gone. You there. Oh, that's transitive. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Can we just, does it still is broke? Are you, what? Who? Okay. Entity Framework Core needs to be updated to 8.0.11 first. How do I? Wait, what? Target framework are we in? .NET 8. Okay. All right. And shared server? .NET 8. Entity Framework Core needs to be at 8.0.11. So, man, isn't there a way to specify that it should just use whatever the highest version is? Because, like, I need to update all of these at the same time, and I can't just select, and then pick the version number here. I have to install them one by one. Are you just going to update all of them for me? Pretty please? Can you? Tell me that you're going to do relational and nope. But it worked. Okay. Good. Good. We might still be able to do this. Perhaps. Perhaps not. Do exclamation point archer. Hold on. Okay. Exclamation point archery. I think. I didn't test it. I was supposed to test it before I started the stream. Come on. Come on. Please. Hello? Denied. Okay. According to this, I have it added as a game. Everyone can do it. There is no cooldown. I got it working yesterday. Are you on the right port? 7231. 7231. Okay. Refresh, interact, connect with Twitch. I mean, is it just that you're not running on the same thing anymore? Refresh. I mean, go back to the actual page you're supposed to be. Archery. It was working yesterday. Oh, that's very sad. Let's fix it now. Okay, we need to be able to see. I mean, like, okay, so the chat echo is definitely seeing the archery command. Then what should happen when we get the archery command is we click over here so that we can get the focus. The Twitch bot received a message on message received, and it says command manager do process message. Then I find that command. What are we doing? We're getting the, wow, we're getting the, a lot of things. We're getting the channel name, text gen respond, command respond here, which kind of doesn't really make sense. But that's fine. Oh, wait. I see. So if we're on the 1-1 Lion channel, we should do a text gen response and a command response. But if we're on Big Gamey's channel, the only thing that we use is automated realms and we don't actually do any command responses. So if you type exclamation point whatever, then it won't respond. But if you @automated realms, it will respond. That's all that means. And I asked you permission a long time ago if I could have my bot on your channel on occasion, and you said yes, but I haven't done so since. So I'll make sure to ask you in the future if I ever would like to do that. And I also need to know, can I hear this yet?
We don't need to print the internet.
I didn't hear the sound alerts. Didn't I fix that?
Let's go.
Oh, yes, I did. It's okay. We're good. Thank you, Big Amy. Okay, so we will find the command by essentially splitting the command, splitting the message that you sent on space and then getting the first value out of it and comparing it to the command in the database. And the commands in the database are automated realms, tables, bot commands. Archery is one of them. Exclamation point archery. Just checking. We didn't get any messages down here this time, which kind of is telling me that we got disconnected. We should have seen a message show up. I think we got disconnected. I never feel disconnected when I'm here. Interesting. Is it because I bring you into your body so you fully experience everything? Are we still connected? Nope. All right, refresh, please. Actually, you know what? Let's just restart the bot. Connect with Twitch. Connect to channel. Wait for connection to finish. There we go. Okay, so we got a request to chat completions and it responded, yes, we're still connected. So do you know what this command is? Hmm? Oh? Oh? Dag nabbit. Why? Hawaii. We've been talking about Hawaii because Napalm went there. I don't know if you saw the pictures, Big Gamey, but he posted a bunch on Discord and they are so nice. Thank you, Stream Element. See, Big Amy, didn't you know that I also have voice listening and it automatically does stuff like that for me? Why? Oh. I learned from the best. Okay, so the thing that's supposed to happen, as I was saying, is that it looks it up in the database. It finds out if it is a command, then we process the command. So far, notice that we haven't done any console logging. So we shouldn't have seen anything show up in console just yet up until this point. So now we're doing process command. If command is not enabled, or if we are not on my channel, or the person requesting the command is not someone that can run that command, then we send a message back to chat saying, I can't. Nope. If we are counting the number of times a command was used, for example, if we use and then, this one counts the number of times that it's been used so that I can print it out. We update the usage count and then we respond with the total number. Then our response is whatever the command tells us to do, or responds with. So the response is actually from that table. Why did I close the table? I do this all the time. We aren't done. So this response column gives us either the text response or a template that we're going to use for populating the response. In this case, it's not going to use the response because we're using a command type of 10. And I'm talking through this, by the way, not because I'm trying to teach or trying to do anything like that, but because it's helping me go through this so that I understand what's happening with this code. It's for me. So if there is no response for this thing, yeah, rubber ducking. If there is no response for this thing, we don't do anything. And that's why I populated at least the word game in there. Just something that is not nothing. We find out if there are any arguments in there, if there are more arguments required. Is this backwards? No. If there are more arguments required, so if there are more placeholder $1, $2 required than have been passed in through the chat message, which is space delimited, then we send a message back saying, you might be missing some arguments. And then we replace the arguments. We replace the placeholder arguments But this is also weird because it's like we make it all the way down here. It does the game. Oh, yeah, okay. No, we're good. It's still weird though because nope, this makes absolute sense. We're replacing the arguments because, for example, if we do something like shoot 35, 34, whatever, 60, 59, then it needs to populate the 5469 values, replace the $1, $2 with those two values. Cool. Then if it's one of these specific named placeholders, then we get stuff like the user's name. Or if I did something like lion time, is that what you got? No, that's a Dukabot thing. UTC. Then it'll replace the actual time with the UTC time. And then time in MST. And lion local time. So if I use any of these named placeholders, essentially is what this is for. Then we do the message down here that says we got a command, and that command was this with a response of game with an action type of game. So we have exclamation point archery for the command, we have game for the response, and we have game for the enum type. If we are doing a game, then we use the Twitch bot to send a signal arm message to all listening clients, which should be the OBS browser source as a listening client. Should be. You wish. I'm not that cool. That would be cool though, Scott. Let's write that real quick. Nah, maybe. Why not? Where's the database? Right here. Okay. Exclamation point UTC. And we're going to get UTC with offset. How am I going to do that? The current time is UTC time dot calculated UTC. Time dot calc UTC. How am I doing the rest of these? This is so odd. Why am I doing it this way? The current time UTC, and then whatever argument you put in. I did that wrong. The current time, whatever argument you put in, is time.calc UTC time. These cooldowns don't really matter at the moment. I haven't implemented them. Argument count error. Please enter the UTC offset in the format of plus X or minus X. Or no. Yeah. Right. Are you the argument count error? Yeah, whatever. Disable count is true. Enabled is true. The date we're adding it is 5/15/2025. It can be run by everybody. Everybody in the club. They get in. I know. We're going to try to do everything we can to break it immediately. All right. So, case $. Everybody. Var cur time. Oh, n break. We need the argument. Oh, thank you so much, Dukasoft. I told you that I was forgetting about that. We need to get the offset from UTC to local time zone from the message. The replace lookup dictionary. And then add that. Okay, can we do that? Datetime.now. UTC now, you special kid. We're adding it to... Okay. Else, we need to send a message. Respond with invalid format message. UTC -5. Okay, what do we say? We need to refresh commands first. Refresh commands. Okay. So what's going on? What's happening in chat? I was looking away for a long time. So Dukabot said, "Did you expect the Lee song? What do you think I am? Big Gamey is in the bestest of the best list. You should totally give him a follow." Absolutely should. And then Big Gamey said, "Thanks, bot. I am close to my follower goal." Awesome. What is your follower goal and how close? Refish commands. Oh, I added. Let's try adding automated realms. Refresh command. Okay, so the refresh commands is a special one that only special people can run, and that will cause the refresh commands action to run. And we're disconnected from the bot again, so no refreshing commands for us. Only 23 away? Okay, we have, I'm sure we have plenty of people to help out Big Gamey. I mean, you're probably all already following Big Gamey. Who am I kidding? But still, create a new account, follow Big Gamey, get him to his 1,000 follower goal. Send him the love. Only if you're interested in his content. And trust me, you will be interested in his content. Is that better? Wait, back to 24. Oh, Dukasoft. Okay, connect to Hanal. Well, since we restarted, it should have the UTC in there now, so please do the thing that you do and try to break it, or try to use it the way it was intended to be used. Your choice. Followage. Scott has been following Big Gamey for 5 seconds. Wait, really? That's awesome. Thank you so much for contributing to that. Well, you're back to 23. And Napalm too. I didn't know that you could do follow age, follow age for other people's channels from this channel. Oh, I can't use exclamation point UTC. What was I thinking? Why did it let me add another one? Let's change this command to lion UTC. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. We're going to change it to lion UTC. Followage. Follow age. One lion bitgamy. 3 years, 4 months, and 11 days, and 1 hours. Two years, 27 days, and 23 hours. That is insane. That is insane. 1 year. We've been following Dukasoft for a year already. That's a lot of 8s. One lion Dukasoft. I haven't been following him for a year yet. Time flies. So do drones. I'm missing other messages, aren't I? They're getting buried in all of these commands. Did I ask automated realms to refresh commands? Refresh. What even is that message? TBD Gamer, something went wrong while checking the follow age. The one lion may need to log out and back in to stream elements. Nonsense. Follow age, one lion, deflux streams. I did at. Goodness me. Dios mío. Is it deflux underscore streams? Is I think we just broke it. Follow age TBD gamer. No, it's not broke. If it ain't broke, it's not music. 42 is a mysterious number, isn't it? And you're gonna break it. You're gonna break automated realms trying to get it to calculate weird things. What is up with this? What is it saying? The deflux meme is a funny one, isn't it? 42 is a funny number, isn't it? I mean, a very mysterious number, isn't it? UTC plus 5. There we go. And it didn't replace it. What the truck? Why didn't that get replaced? What even, what? Why did I let this do a thing? All right, save that. That's one thing. Let's make sure this one still works. Lion UTC. Oh no, disconnected again. I made a change and saved, and then we lost our connection to the server. Immediately. Lol. Excuse me. Oh. Let's see. Let's see. We are in chat. Great. And now we try lion UTC just to make sure the command works. Then we try UTC plus 5. Oh, duh. Dur. Wait, no. It still is parsing correctly. Yeah, this is weird. Let's try this. This is gonna lose chat again. Yeah, so that's really weird. It should have said.
Identifying what you are.
It should have told us, it should have given us a response message that it couldn't figure out what you meant by that. Because it shouldn't have been able to parse the message. Yeah, that's so weird. Look at that. So it's definitely doing this part successfully, where it's getting whatever you put in as the UTC offset parameter. And that's working fine. But when it gets down here, it's not actually doing a replace. So let's actually, why am I saying that so much? Let's find out if this thing is, in fact, debut. Dude, what are you doing? Right line. Oh, you know, that is one thing that we should have seen down here is the set of commands. The current time UTC high is weird. This is so weird. Yeah, and that one wouldn't process because there are more. Actually, no, it did, didn't it? No, it didn't. It only took the first argument. Yeah. Yeah, I think. I hope. I don't know, man. But we're gonna try this, which might have just disconnected, unless hot reload is just gonna work and we don't have to reconnect to chat. That would be nice. Hello? UTC. You idiot! Nope. Okay. Refresh. Reconnect to chat. Ew. Oh, I love that sound. Thank you, Big Amy. Thank you for spending your precious points on such a wonderful sound. How dare. Okay, so it should be reconnected again. UTC plus 12. All right, we got command UTC, echo chat. But yeah, we're not falling into here. Why? Did I type it differently than everyone else? Dollars? Oh my goodness. Refresh. Commands. I am an idiot. I completely forgot a dollar sign.
I got a bad feeling about this.
And we somehow disconnected again because what? Wait, no, we didn't. Automated roams just didn't respond. Automated roams, why aren't you responding anymore? Did we offend you? I'm sorry. That was asked and answered. Next question. I'm kidding. So in this computer, I have a 4090, and it's the one that's running the LLM because I haven't been able to get TextGen Web UI up and running on the computer with the 5090. Rich people. Yeah, can't we just be happy for each other instead? Connect. I am not, though. I mean, sure. Yes, I am. I am. But all of you are too. Where did my chat go? What are we looking at? We are trying to UTC plus 5. There we go. UTC plus 5 is 2200. Does that look right? If I am UTC minus 6, awesome. It did the thing. It did the thing. All right. And let's put in UTC. What was the one that Dukasoft did earlier with the many entries? Copy. I wonder if it'll parse I as a number. Oh, come on. That's all one thing, and it should have been able to parse that. Couldn't it? UTC negative I. Can it parse gas? Let's find out. UTC, gas. No. It cannot parse gas. But I just did, says Dukasov. What about decimals? What about decimals? Whoa! Is that what took you so long to respond to refresh commands? Holy biscuits. My goodness. You Hi there, it's great to see you again. After just vomiting on everyone. UTC, as of now would probably be 2021. It is over 9,000. What was I gonna do? UTC plus 0.34. Can you add hours as a double? You can. What if we did double.triparse instead? I'm gonna hit save, which is gonna kill the connection. Wait, no, we got an error. Someone did it. Who did it? Index at, or not index out of bounds. The value was out of range. It was too big. It was too big. You found one. We could have fixed that by doing long. How else do we guard against large numbers? Or like double dot max plus 1. GMT, oh goodness. This is a microcosm of what happens in my real life, where we're close to finishing this thing and something else comes along and it's like, what about this? Let's do that now. So we'll get GMT to be an alias for UTC. We're not doing all the time zones though. Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm just gonna put it in a try catch. Just because I'm too lazy right now. Coffee time. Don't you already have one of those though? Isn't that a Dukabot command? Or is it just coffee? I wonder if C# would be good at rounders. Are you trying to tell me what time it is? Coffee. That's every time that I see Ko-Fi or coffee or however it's supposed to be pronounced, I always hear that sound alert. Rounders is not baseball, says the American. Okay, so we're going to just wrap it in a try parse for if it is not a valid number. But I mean, this is just showing that we are in fact getting to this point and we're doing the signal R message. So I don't know why the game is not cooperating. Other than the signal R is not the browser source version is not authenticated or something. Refresh cache of current page, maybe. Let's try that. And again, I need to check this URL just to make sure, but localhost port 7231, the game. Yes. Okay, so UTC plus 2.43. Yes. Okay, so we can do partials. We can do doubles in our UTC command. What are all of those? They're all gold. Jeepers. Baby horse, do 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 do. Oh, I need Firefox for that. Can you open Firefox? So I'm gonna end my stream in about 30 minutes so that I can get work done today. But it's a blast hanging out with you guys right now. So we're just gonna keep going. No. I copied your name somehow instead of just the link. I mean, my job is when I get to do it, but kind of don't really get to do work when I stream. So I think I'm just gonna take the stream time as my 2-hour break and then do actual work. I see baby. I see baby. How long ago was this? Hopefully this is not too loud. I cannot guarantee the volume. Dude, I really hate that thing. No, it's not playing through the correct audio source. Give me a sec. You will play through the Yeti microphone speakers. Of course. All right, try again.
We can pretend there's
There we
horses
go.
if I tap on the desk. Okay, well, background noise is on my to-do list to fix.
That was awesome. Yes, Big Gamey. This is awful. Yeah, so you should be able to put in really large numbers as well. And it should hopefully catch any exceptions. That's still a 1. Although number of decimal places, how many does it like round or anything? Does it do okay with that? Yeah, there you go. Okay. Are you trying to tell me what time it is? I couldn't figure out what you meant by that. Please use the format. I'm not that president. What? Okay, so we got you sound. That's what agent mode is for. Nonsense. So agent mode is going, by the way. I'm having it fix some tests on another repo at the same time that we are not working on RMA chain of custody. But I would be working on RMA chain of custody, getting this login, or I'm pointing to this screen, but right now the bot is showing on that screen. Archery. I just don't get it. I don't understand why the signal R connection is not working. That's the only thing that's broken. At least that's what I'm assuming. Because Archer Lee needs to work. I interrupted myself, so I have no idea what I was saying. That's fine. I'm never saying anything important. Okay, what if I have it open? Are you going to receive the message that Scott just now sent? No? Again, no, it doesn't make sense. So it should be sending a message to all connected clients when we open the gamepage.razor file. We have an instance to the TwitchBot client. The TwitchBot client is the thing that has the Signal R connection, right? Did I forget to await send async? You know? That could be a thing. Why are you guys void? Because you are callback handlers, right? You're registered as a callback? No. Why are these void only and not async tasks? I don't know. It's been such a long time since I've looked at this part of the library, and I thought I wouldn't have to deal with it because we were rewriting the library in a few streams ago. Yeah, okay, so these are definitely callbacks, so I cannot make those async. But these methods here, I can make them tasks. And I don't know if this is going to lose context or if it's going to dispose the object before the message actually gets sent. But we should be able to return. I do it like this. So if that ends up being null, then we'll return task.completed task. Oh, I don't think we need these parents. And hello, Hulisnabble. Julio. Because your inheriting member says that it must be void, but we're going to make it task. Did you know that lions actually has feet? My best friend, can you prepare group Discord page for your YouTube channel? I want to join you. You can join Discord. I have plenty of individual pages. I don't know that I want to make one separate for YouTube, but you are welcome to join the Discord as it is. I can't do commands. I just broke the bot. Hold on. Give us 12 seconds. 13. Wait, 15. Give us 30 seconds. Give us an hour, and then we'll be able to do commands again. Okay, and Dukasov posted another clip. I don't know if this is all on purpose or not. I don't know what to think. So let's look at the clip, and then I'll answer your question, Scott. Because I don't know off the top of my head. Oh yeah, I remember this one. Oh, I'm gonna show Dukasov my nougat feet. I'm floating now.
Oh,
Little higher.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, my Christmas socks. Then I fell over. I'm wearing Christmas socks.
I just became a different kind of stream.
Oh jeez, TBD. I'm good at that. Okay. So on this computer, it is a Intel Core i9 9900 CPU at 3.6 gigahertz with, I don't know, somewhere along the lines of 1,000,000 cores. I forget. How many cores do you have? 8 core, 16 logical processors. I don't know what any of that means, but hopefully it means something to you. And as for the other computer that we replaced, we did the rotation with, love, 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 love. That computer is a AMD Ryzen 9 9950X 16 core processor with a heading, 32 logical processors. Same as mine, says Scott. Awesome. And then for RAM, other computer is 190 gigabytes of usable RAM. 192 is how much it was sold with. Does it really? 1590s are 32 gigabytes of VRAM? I thought that they were only 24. That's surprising. GPU. What even does this mean? Like, I'm sorry, what? I honestly don't know how to read this, but when I went into Task Manager, it says that the GPU has 2 gigabytes of dedicated GPU memory, but 94.8 gigabytes of shared GPU memory, and that's GPU 0, which is allegedly an AMD Radeon. Oh, so this must be the integrated graphics. What even does that mean? And then the NVIDIA says that it's 31.5 dedicated GPU, but shared GPU of 94 gigabytes. I have no idea how this works. With a total GPU memory of 126, is that a thing? That doesn't seem like it's a thing. That seems fake. I don't know what those numbers mean. Numbers. Okay. Did we reconnected? Online. Do I still have the archery window over here? Okay. Archerly. Yeah, I really don't get it. I don't understand. I am not understanding what is happening. How about some debug? Hey, Discord worked. Thank you, Dukesoft. I forgot I was going to put that on there for friendo in chat in YouTube's. Bikes should have current number of bikes plus plus. And are you calling this recursively, Marcus? Okay. Allegedly. Oh, yeah, that was the thing that we did. So we just verified at least that the send messages does work correctly, because I think Automated Realms responds using send messages. So even though I did change it to be, what's the word I'm looking for? Asynchronous to be a task, it's still fired correctly. So the issue then is that even though we changed the method itself to asynchronous, in the TwitchBot client, we are still, not the client, the TwitchBot hub. Which one of these files was it? TwitchBot. In here, we're still invoking the method synchronously because we're invoking it in callbacks. So it's not as helpful. Command manager. Maybe we can do that. Does that work? Do you think this will work? Would it be bad if it fired wrongly? Yes, it would. We got 2 dad jokes from Big Gamey, one from Otherbot. It says, how did Darth Vader know what Luke was getting for Christmas? He felt his presence. That's dirty. Is Darth Vader a dirty old man? Then Dukasoftbot said, a woman is on trial for beating her husband to death with his guitar collection. Judge says, first offender? She says, no, first a Gibson, then offender. And I said, kind of reminds me of a Meatloaf song. President Not Sure says, I get it. Well, that makes one of us. I'm going to see if doing the asynchronous works. Bad, don't touch my Gibson. I have a non-branded homemade bass guitar. Built with these very hands. Actually, probably not these hands. My skin has changed enough that probably not the same hands they were. I wish I had a Les Paul. Okay. Archery. Nothing. Can we do a console? I didn't know that I could just do console right line. Oh, I don't care. Just give me that, whatever you were going to put. Sure. Why not? And President Not Sure said, I have both a Gibson and a Fender bass. I have a Fender. Is it a Fender? I have some off-brand bass guitar that is a practice bass that was like $50 or something like that. Archer Lee, Archer Lee. Okay. We got game message game. So it is absolutely trying to send the game message. So then if message type is message type dot game message, then let's do some output logging. Save all files, refresh, reconnect to chat. Archery. Artillery. Close enough. Okay, sending messages to client. And then I didn't actually I don't know, do something that makes this readable. But the thing is that we are sending the message to clients for message type game message from doing the archery. So yeah. JSON serializer, serialize message to send. Okay. That disconnected us from Twitch, which is really dumb. Like, again, I really thought that I would be working on the newer version of the bot, so I left a lot of these issues in place and didn't try to fix them. But we never actually got to it, did we? And it's so weird because it does say that we're connected to the Signal R hub. I don't get it. Okay, so does anyone know a good way to debug Signal R? Like, is there a tool that listens for Signal R messages that are coming from an external source? For example, let's say that we were manually on the whatever page this is called, the game page. You know what? When this little icon is green, it works. I'm pretty sure. No, it doesn't work. So what I want to check for is, one, did this thing actually establish a Signal R connection? Is that a thing that I can see in DevTools or anything, to anyone's knowledge? I don't think so. I am not using Serilog. So it sounds like I would need to do a lot more setup in the bot app to try to even get to debug. Because I know we have the socket tab, and this is showing me the socket connection for Blazor server. I'm pretty sure I'm using Blazor server. Excuse me, are you Blazor server? It's Blazor web app, but I'm like 90% certain that I am running. Hey, I see Serilog. I'm 90% certain that I am using render mode server pre-render only. Where do we see this? I don't see it anywhere. Oh, here. Add interactive server, add interactive WebAssembly. That could be my issue. And an app.razor? Interactive server. So yes, I am explicitly indicating that I want everything to run in interactive server mode. So what that means is that we should definitely see any socket connections that are going through. Do we know if this WSS localhost 64 371 is Signal R? I honestly don't know how to see the signal R connections that are active. DCPD, Gotham City Police Department. Odd. Yeah, I don't know. It's fine though. It'll be fine. I have no idea how I got it to work before. Maybe I was in debug mode. And I was in debug and I was in Firefox because I couldn't run debug mode not in Firefox. Okay, last try, and then I need to quit for the day so that I can get some work done. F5, archery. Press the big old button, connect with Twitch, redirected me, go back here. Archery.
I got a bad feeling about this.
I do too. I really do. I don't get it. Okay, well, that bites. It would have been nice to have that actually working, but it didn't. So I think what I'll do is invest more time in the bot remake and just not do anything else. So that's what I'm gonna do probably for the next few streams. Unless I get it working on Monday or Tuesday. Yeah. Okay. All right. But anyway, like I said, that's going to be it for my day so that I'm definitely not going to charge the client for those last 2 hours. So I am going to get on with my work day. All right. So we usually end up rating this person. This is like a Jeopardy question. We usually end up rating this person at the end of her stream when she is about to raid out. Yeah, I can't do work on stream. Yesterday just proved it. So I'm not even gonna try anymore. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna raid out. Raid. I would like to, but that might involve making an agreement with people, but then that kind of limits the kinds of interactions that people can do, and I don't want to limit the interactions that people can do. I just want to hang out with other developers and talk about software. I was hoping to get more input on the actual software projects that I'm working on because I don't get that from anywhere ever, and it just would have been nice, you know. But I don't know that it's possible in this community to be able to only focus on talking about that kind of thing. Nor is it fair to ask for that. So we're just going to do non-work related things. We can't raid sorcery. We have to raid sorcery story. Raid sorcery story. Oof. There we go. All right. Thank you, TBD Gamer. We will do our best. We'll definitely have regular community day though. That is still on the schedule, still on the bowl. Raid. I don't have any raid messages, but Dukasoft is my raid message. So just say Dukasoft when you get there. And then I'll be switching over to that computer over there. Exactly. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day as well. Thank you, TBD. Thank you, everyone. If there's anyone that a shout out was missed for, I really, really do apologize for that. I don't know. I don't know, guys. I think we might be wrapping up this experience. Who knows? We'll find out. We'll see what the next few weeks hold for us. All right. Brilliant used AI and created 2 songs for me yesterday. I saw that you had Suno up and you were playing the songs, but I didn't get a chance to listen to them because I was distracted. But I'd be happy to hear them. Okay, ciao for now.